Dale Speelman, DaleSpeelman, Democrat running for House of Representatives District 156 of Missouri.
Okay. What issue is most important to you as we head into November?
Currently, I would say the most important issue is trying to get hold of the coronavirus, COVID-19. And people of Missouri, especially in the District of 156, people wearing masks. A lot of tourists come down there specifically not to wear masks. And so you can tell the locals from the tourists. The locals will wear masks, whereas the tourists will not. So it does take some getting used to, I guess. Yeah.
What are we doing wrong right now? Let me re-ask that. What are we doing wrong right now, if anything, and what will you do differently if you win?
In terms of COVID-19?
However you take that question.
We need to reinsure or make sure that the children that Governor Parsons eliminated from state Medicaid are covered again. That is a major issue for me. We also need to make sure that people coming into Missouri understand that we need to wear masks for this particular time. Not forever, but for this particular time. Another is to try to reclaim the tax base that we lost for those 6 months of businesses not being open, people not going out. And so we are down 6 months worth of tax base. And it's difficult to make that up unless we fully recover from the COVID-19 pandemic.
What do you believe is the most important issue to the district?
In my district, tourism. Tourism is the one thing that fuels that particular district. And although tourism has recovered a little bit, it's not back to what it was, let's say, even last year at this time. And so a lot of people are still out of work. A lot of people have not returned to jobs they had. And so recovering those jobs and reclaiming the tourist industry that has fueled Branson and Hollister for so many years.
What do you believe is top of mind for voters right now? Economy, racism, or COVID-19, which is the biggest concern, and how would you address it?
For this area, I would say COVID-19, followed by racism, followed by the other one again, please? Economy. Economy and COVID-19. Honestly, down in Branson, Hollister, we don't see much of racism. I guess we are fortunate in that respect. But the economy and COVID-19 are still having a grandiose effect on places down there. There are still some tourist spots that have not reopened. And those that have reopened are on very limited hours. And so that cuts down on their bottom line, as well as the tax base going forward. And the COVID-19 is not helping. And so I hope we can recover all of that.
How would you reassure the voters that you will fight for what they want?
I say this quite honestly, that I do not necessarily follow a party line. Although I have listed myself as a Democrat, I consider myself to be what Thomas Jefferson termed a democratic Republican, meaning a person who would listen to both sides and then make the best choice. And I would assure the people of District 156 that I would do my best and provide due diligence to do the best for the district as well as the state of Missouri.
Why run for office?
To be part of history, to do what I can for the state that has helped me to grow. I have lived here all my life with the exception of my time in the Army, and I retired out of the Army. And so I have a very, very strong feeling for the state of Missouri. And to do something good for it would be a life accomplishment.